Morning, folks. Hope everybody's doing well today. Here where I'm at, it's raining. So it's a cold, wet, rainy morning here in December. Soap of the day, Soap Commander. This one here is from the 2018 Dirty Wet Shavers Meetup. Some of the scent profile on this one here is lemon, orange, amber, and vetiver. It is a very nice scent. It really is. With vetiver, I didn't know what to expect. Sometimes vetiver hits my nose just right, sometimes not so much. This one here, it is a really nice scent. It kind of has a almost a, because it's the lemon and orange, the sweetness of the citrus, I guess you might say, is what really touches it off, in my opinion. Really nice soap. Like I said, this is 2018. So if you're looking for one of these, it's probably a buy sell trade type thing. And this is the 3-ounce variety. So that's all the bigger the container is. It's not one of the big tall ones. It's got about 6 ounces of soap in it. And decided to match it up with an aftershave from Dr. John's. And this one here is Lemongrass and Geranium. It works well in my opinion, at least for my nose. Somebody else's nose, probably not so much. I've got it whipped up here in the Crown King Scuttle. Here lately I've just been leaving the rubber plug out. It just seems to work better for me. It's fairly wet. Got it whipped up here with a, see if I get the right side if it shows up. This is a Black Diamond vintage shaving brush. I got this a while back and I left it just like I got it, string and all. And this loft is, yeah, it is huge. To give you some kind of idea, here is a Omega Professional, and these, typically have tall lofts in there, and maybe you can kind of see there's a bit of a difference there. It's pretty tall, and it's all boar. And matter of fact, that's also what it says here on the side too. It has a number 6 on there. Don't know really what that means per se. Finding out information about this particular shaving brush and or company hasn't been the easiest in the world, but really nice setup. Loved. It's great for painting. It really is. That kind of loft, just like a paintbrush. It's huge. Shaver of the day. Well, let's go with the blade first. I'm going to use after yesterday's last video's shave with a very tuggy blade. Went with Gillette Silver Blue today. Something I'm pretty sure is going to work out just fine. And I've got it, you're wondering, yeah, it looks just like that on the box. Matter of fact, this box is empty now. That was the last blade in there. Here is the shaver of the day. This is Occam's razor. This particular setup comes with 3 base plates, 2 caps, and I think it's like a 5-pack of feather blades, and I've replaced it here in the container. I'll show you here in just a second with the 10-pack. But anyway, you can kind of see that this particular base plate is what is referred to as the open comb. And even though it does have a bit of a bar right here, but the rest of that is open. And I got the smooth cap on there. It's a good looking shaver. It really is. You can see the handle. Now I will point out, because maybe the camera doesn't do it justice, that the diameter of the shaft of this handle and the knob, if you will, the knob is bigger around than what the shaft is. So just thought I would point that out. That's what it looks like there at the very end. If the camera will catch that. And on the camera won't be able to pick it up because it's kind of hard to even see, for me to see. But it also, right up through there, is laser printed Occam's razor. And don't know if it'll pick up that blade exposure. It's nice, grippy. It feels great in the hand. What can I say? Now the container it comes in, this is what it looks like on the inside. There's your pack of feather blades, and then here's 2 more base plates, and here's the other cap that has the ridge line through here. So it'll help for those that are just starting out with wet shaving with a DE to help keep the angle where it needs to be, with that line kind of giving you, I guess you might say, a guide on what to use. I'll show you what these other plates look like. This one here is the what most people would refer to as just as the scallop safety bar version of it. And then on the other side there, we got a partial open comb. You can kind of see that. It's not a full open comb like what I'm getting ready to use. And I'll show you, see if I can get it right side up. might be a bit of a glare. You can see there's Occam's razor there maybe. But it's a nice setup. When I can say might be considered on the cheap. I can't remember if it was $45 or $55 somewhere in there shipped, and I used some reward points, to help offset some things and whatnot. But it's out of stock right now. Hopefully, sometime in the near future, they'll get it in stock for those that have been anxious to try this. For me, I think, what is it? I think the starting price right now is right around $55. I think the full price for the whole smear is $75. I think, I'm not real sure. Like I say, it's out of stock, so by the time it gets in stock, who knows what the price is going to be. But it is a good shaver. I mean, it is the fit, the finish, just a teeny tiny bit of overhang here, just really not much to be speaking of. Just feels really nice in the hands, got some weight behind it. I've got a link down below if you want to check it out. Kind of drool over it, if you will. I've already put a hot towel to the base this morning. We'll get started with Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements Christmas Preshave soap. Keep on wanting to say Ice Cube. Ice Cube's my favorite, but this has got a wonderful scent to it. Anyway, I don't know how long this razor's been out of stock, and it could have been for a while. If you look at the website, if I remember right, I don't know if I have it all exactly the way it should be. I think part of it is, I think it's either designed and assembled here in the States, but made in China, I think, something along those lines, if I remember correctly. But I have to say, it's a nice setup. You're getting quite a bit for, 2 caps, 3 base plates, some feather blades. It's a pretty good buy, in my opinion. I like the razor. I did wait a while. It came out. I sat on it for a moment. Wasn't too sure. And I got to looking more and more into it. And of course, then I got more interested in it. And it's kind of like when Henson shavers came out. I didn't wait very long. As soon as I found out about them, I picked one up. Because I do like the idea of that preset angle. And this one here at least has that one cap that's got a little ridge there that to me is kind of helps somebody that's new, helps guide them along. And with the Henson with the preset angle, I was, I appreciate that sort of thing. I remember what it was like when I first started out, which wasn't that long ago in the grand scheme of things. In other words, 2015, when I bought my first DE razor. So, in other words, I haven't been using them for the past, 10, 15, 20 or so years. No, it's not been like that. I was struggling with those cartridge razors. And then on occasion, electric razor. Electrics, those are terrible. Did not work very well at all for me. Now, I did dabble at one point in time when I was using a cartridge razor with Williams mug soap. Didn't have a clue on what I was doing. Got the brush, got the soap, had Old Spice mug, and I did sort of okay, considering that I had no clue on what I was doing. No idea what I was doing. Didn't do too bad. I would, give myself a little bit of credit. They were okay shaves, a little bit better than using the foam, but here we go. Eventually, because of the lack of knowledge, I guess you might say, I did give it up for quite a while. My wife is the one that got me started in this. I do remind her from time to time that she's the one that got me started, because I had a full beard. I just take electric trimmer and take the guard off, go along my cheeks, on my neck, every maybe once or twice a week, and call it good. Yeah, I did not shave on a regular basis. I'd gotten to that point. The shaves with the cartridges weren't going all that well. They were getting expensive. And so I kind of sort of stopped shaving. And I'd had a beard for quite a while anyway, but I wasn't using Wow, isn't that cool? If you're a painter, this is like, yeah, this is the kind of lock you're looking for. Look at that. And oh, by the way, in case you ever find a brush or a loft that's like this, they do soak up some water. So just know that you're using a bit more water in the brush. You squeeze some out, and then I had to add some back in because that brush just soaks up so much water. It's a bit more than what your average brush would be, including that Omega Professional. All right, here we go. First pass with the green. Oh, so much better than yesterday. Yes, yesterday was like, whoa, that blade was very tuggy. And it could be maybe I just got a bad blade. It could be. That's the reason why. Because I remember using Lord Platinums before and didn't have the problem. It was shaved just fine. Here we go. Leather's a little bit on the wet side. Ah, having a bit of a spat already today, huh? Dogs are funny sometimes. Like I said, the handle here is grippy. This being a full open comb, I guess you might say, compared to the other one that's a partial. Aggressiveness, I guess you give it a medium. There's a little bit of a blade feel. Very smooth though with this blade. A much better shave than yesterday. And that was with the R41. I was going to go with a Gillette Silver Blue. There was that thought using it in the R41. And there was another part of me that felt like I was kind of cheating. But I thought I was still doing, okay with the Lord Platinum. And at least I thought I would be okay with it. I don't use those blades on a regular basis. Just every so often I use them. Like I say, I've used them in the past without any problems. Yeah, shaves like that you'll remember for a good long while. Yeah, you will. My face did calm down yesterday. I didn't have to use a aftershave balm. Soap Commander Base works just fine for me. I know it may be kind of bad to say. I don't know how else to put it. But I feel like if you are the kind of shaver that can make Williams Mug Soap work for you, this is like a luxury soap. Not saying that Williams is bad, it's just it takes time to learn how to lather it. It took me a while, and once I got all the combinations right, in other words, it went just fine. But face it, Soap Commander lathers up a whole lot easier than Williams, and it's a bit more creamy. There is a difference, but we're also talking about two different price ranges too. Very different. Here locally, I can get Williams for like $1.29 in the store. That's pretty darn cheap. And then you're comparing it to Soap Commander, and I think this was like around $10. Yeah, that's a huge price difference. So it's not apples to apples, in other words. But I kind of feel like if you can lather up a Williams, this here is pretty easy to use. And don't get me wrong, I do like using Williams Mug Soap. For one reason, once again, it's $1.29 a puck here locally. And if you can find something that's that inexpensive and get it to work for you, to me, you found something. You found a gem. It's kind of a running joke, if you will, on how we, doomsday preppers, zombie apocalypse. Well, I'm prepared. I got over 12 pucks of Williams. All the other soap I got, yeah, I'm good to go. The only thing I have to worry about is blades. And I've got a few of those. Very nice shave. Efficiency. It's not bad by any means. Uh, there are more efficient ones out there, yes, but this is a very smooth, comfortable shave in my opinion, and there's really not a whole lot left on my face. So in other words, if you're using the typical 3-pass, you're at the end of your shave, you're going to have a very nice shave. Not only smooth and comfortable, but the majority of your whiskers are gone. Now, if you change up your routine to, I guess you might say, meet the needs of the shave, you could probably get done with 2 passes. But I keep things pretty typical, systematic if I can. It works better for me that way, having a system set up. That is one thing I noticed back when I was first starting out, as folks started watching certain individuals. They have a particular way on doing their shave, and it's what works best for them. A system, if you will, a routine. And I do feel like that is something to start out with, is get your routine down, including the pre-shave routine. Because once you start to get into that groove, you start to understand more about your shave, and you'll be able to pick out where you want to tweak it, if you want to tweak it at all. Very smooth. I couldn't have done that yesterday that quick with the R41. No way. It would have torn my face up. You can kind of tell this particular head holds just a little bit of water in there when you rinse it out. Even though I do give it a shake after I rinse it off in the sink. And it does rinse off pretty easy. Oh, this is so much smoother than what it was yesterday. Yeah, that blade kind of scarred me for life, didn't it? I won't forget it, that's for sure. It had been a while since I had a blade that tuggy. It's been a while. Now, I mentioned before about some that have been a bit tuggy right off the start and realized, no, I'm not doing the shave with it. And there are those kind of blades that are like that for me, that I can't get past one cheek with it, and I have to change it out. Very smooth. Face feels great. Got just a little bit left on my neck, just a little bit. But for me, by the end of the day, it's not noticeable. You're not going to see it. So I don't worry too much about it. I was counting out the days of the month, what's left. I got a lot more razors I was wanting to use that's not going to fit in the month of December. So I figured I would work those in through the rest of this week, and then as time goes on, I'll continue on once a week, try to at least once a week, get another DE razor worked in. But Sunday I plan on using the Parker injector adjustable. I've had it for a while, and wanted to get through at least the majority of these shaves before I used it. Thinking what I will do is I will go ahead and do one shave with the highest setting, the complete shave, and then the next video would be with a progression, you know, starting at the highest setting, like what was it, 5, 3, and then 1. See how it works out for me? Got a little bit close right there. It's a little stinging. This is a really nice setup. I think it's money well spent. In other words, it's not every day that you can get a setup like this for this kind of money. Even the Rockwell 6C was a good buy. That's another one that, you know, comes with different plates, so you can switch it up a bit. It's well made. It's it looks good to me. Usually I like the shiny. This is a kind of a brush. It still has a shine to it. By the way, this handle is solid. I'll go ahead and take it apart so you can see what it looks like. There's the open comb. That's what it's referred. In other words, this one here is the open comb. You can kind of tell between that one and if I can get it out of the package here, then you can see how this one here is just partially an open comb. This is what the cap looks like on the underside. There's the silver blue there. Kind of your typical setup. Tomorrow's shave will be with the above the tie clips of blue, and the head is different than this one here. It's quite a bit different. For instance, the post on the blade on this one here comes through the larger part of that opening. On the above the tie, the ATT above tie clips of blue, those little parts right there that come together, that little small part right there, that's where above the tie puts their post. Is through that small portion right there. So there's like no wiggle room. Not that there's much in this one here by any means, but yeah. Different razors, different setups. Nice shave today. This is unscented, mentholated, unmentholed. That kind of morning, isn't it? I think it's supposed to rain all day. At least it sure does sound like it. No thunder, just straight up rain. Easy going rain. I haven't heard any downpours. It's just been steady. I like this scent. It may not be for everybody. Not everybody may like the lemongrass, but I like it. It smells nice to me. Definitely smell the lemon, geranium. If there's any grass left to it, I don't know. More lemon than anything else. I like lemon. Lemon works for me. Orange, lime. What I refer to as the simple scents. Something easy for my nose to pick up. Oh, I will mention, I was setting up the shave with the above the tie, and it has those little nylon or plastic washers. Yeah, I dropped one, so it's a good thing they go ahead and set you up with a package when you get your shaver, because yeah, I dropped it on the floor and I have no clue where it went to. So I already had to use one of them. I hadn't even had that shaver very long to already have to use my spare. Had a great shave today. Hope everybody's doing well. Stay safe, stay healthy, and smooth shaves to you.